Okay, so I'm just gonna show you if you execute B and maybe some like smokes and stuff that you should just generally use, and some smokes for A that are just yeah, not always. Um, A is just useful stuff to know and getting out there. It's not as far, but it's stuff that should normally be thrown. The issue, of course, is that if you want to do that B execute, you're not gonna be able to throw. You're gonna be able to throw one smoke A max, so you normally shouldn't throw all these. Either way, the first smoke, aim like you see like above this line here, aim like well a little above it, line up just right, in front of the corner, behind the corner. Throw it. I think I missed threw it a little too far. Yeah, I threw that too little too far to the left. Or to the right, to the left, yeah. That would be too high. As you can tell, I'm a genius. But yeah, that gives you right here, and that smoke is incredibly useful, just because it blocks off two places at once. It blocks off this, so you don't get anyone to get an easy angle from that, although that's not always the angle a lot of people take, so you don't always need to throw this. This is probably the one that you, however, this is the one that if you're going up sandwich, it blocks you there too. So it blocks anybody going in, so it does allow you to get down sandwich with only having to worry about one angle, or one or two angles. Um, yeah, that's the first. There is another smoke you can do that doesn't do the sandwich thing, that just does the trains. I don't think it's a particularly useful one, to be honest. It's not that great, but if you want, it's like something like that. Yeah. Not perfect, not great. Probably shouldn't throw it. But the one you do want to know is you want to go very slightly to the left of center, right of center, just very slightly here, and a little, just a teeny bit above the thing, the wire, and that gives you a perfect smoke for the E-box. And it makes sure that you only have to deal with less angles. That's generally this one you want to throw every time, just because, or at least a lot of the time, because it just makes so much easier when you don't have to worry about this guy. It also makes it easier because it just blocks off so much. Means if you want this guy, which someone's fetched up there, they have to worry about a lot more. Means if you want to be this guy, which I like to do the spot a lot, but it means that spot it's kind of doesn't really can't see much, and so it blocks off a lot of vision. It's probably the best smoke. Probably my favorite smoke there. And there's a smoke you can do IV2, but I'm pretty sure you can just guess it. You can just like run and throw or something, and you get IV smoke, and that's not perfect, but you get the idea. You just spend a couple minutes trying to get it, and you'll get it, and you can just be able to guess it. And the other one you might want to throw, it's another IV smoke. It's if you are at Pop Dog, for some reason. Could be, especially with that smoke too, that isolates the guy. If you attack him from two angles, if you attack him from, if there's people here and here, he's more people to watch out. Useful if you have to watch more spaces than one. But the basic smoke here, you want to go here, 9 up here, you sit, and you want to, generally you're going to have to shoot the window, but you can just throw a flash and shoot at the same time. Anyways, you want to throw your smoke, you want to aim right around here above this thing, on this line here. See it? It might not be easy to see. Aim around there, throw, and you get the perfect smoke. Now next smoke is really cool because it's really useful on the B execute that we're going to be doing. And the issue with this, of course, is the Pop Dog. For this person who's throwing this is normally going to be the person watching the flank. You just throw the flash and shoot out the window. Anyway, so what you want to do, see this line, you want to get this line and get straight to this corner. First smoke, crouch. You see this line, you want to throw right around this line. You see right there, that, that line in the brick. You want to aim right around there, little right at and only at like at the edge of the bricks. Like you don't want to throw up there. You want to throw pretty low, like right here between the between the two bricks basically. You want to aim there. Crouch, aim, throw. And this is a really nice smoke because it gives you. I can actually throw it perfectly there. Probably should throw a little more to like the. If anything, I should throw it a little more down or a little more to the right. Throw a little more right. You apparently can throw it a little more up. If you throw it a little more to the left, you have to throw it more down. But yeah. So generally, you should aim for to the right. Probably slightly to the right of it. But it's somewhat forgiving. It's not. You don't have to be exact, but it's useful because especially it gets blocks off there while watching the flank at the same time. The only thing, just make sure no one pushes you when you throw it. That's happened to me a couple times because I'm stupid. So maybe you just want to have somebody like, you might want just Molly here first. You know, Molly. You know, just make sure no one's going to push up there. Just put Molly down there. That means it's not, and so you get the smoke there. Now the other 3 smokes for this execute. First one, something like that. Not super big deal. It's the one everyone knows, just because if anyone's hiding there, they can't see it. Makes it a pain in the butt. 6 smoke, something I kind of came up with myself, I think. Jump on this thing. You aim at kind of the edge here, the far edge. Throw. And that means you do get a thing. That means that blocks out that. The issue here is, of course, this doesn't always block off on the terrain itself, so you can stand up here and get it. This is an area you generally want to be mindful of. Especially, so you might want to, like, for example, if you're here, like, you just might want to molly it. Of course, that's after you clear everything. But that's one of the spots you want to be mindful of. However, if you want to be a little more careful and not have to worry about that spot as much, you could throw it a little lower. The issue is it's kind of precise to throw it lower. Just like, for example, that wouldn't be low enough, but like this could be too low. You gotta be a little more precise and just want to angle a little to the left, if anything. Right, I mean. But yeah, so like this is a perfect example. This is a really difficult smoke to get. You could do that, I guess. That's not actually a terrible smoke. That's a pretty good one. But like it's hard to get like that. If you practice it, you could probably get it like that. I should first practice throwing it. The issue is, of course, even with that, like if you throw it a little better, you can probably block off the guy from here. But of course, the issue here is that you can always, most of the time, just staying on the site is normally still a good spot. So that's really why you have to clear out the site. And the third smoke, so fourth smoke. So first smoke is the cross. Second smoke's here. Third smoke, personally, my favorite because the one I figured out is there, and the last smoke is the one that it's not always needed, but last smoke is the standard, pretty standard. Just, you know, smoke I'd say pretty far down there, and that just allows you to get to see if there's anyone on the site. The only issue is it's like if someone's standing right at that corner is the only thing you can't see, but they should be able to see that. Just watch down here. This makes clear that like anyone who's trying to get down here. The only issue is, of course, there is no. You need to be worried about the people, like if there's anyone around here or like on top of terrain. But if you smoke like something like that, that means you get there, and the only thing you have to worry about is down here. And this is generally you want people to be going down here if they're fighting you, because this is like they have to go. You have the longest before you have to take a fight, and it's also you're going to be in a good spot most of the time if your teammates are behind you. That's going to be a fairly nice spot to fight. Yeah, so really all these smokes are down. Just have to worry about here, worry about there. Sometimes you might want to molly, and of course the big thing is if someone's holding the angle close, you got to worry about that. So clear here, and then clear it there, and you really only have to. And if there's as long as you kill the one person on the site, you've got it. Mollies and stuff you can throw, but that's it. And so yeah, that's everything for terrain. Hope it was useful. Probably wasn't. Yeah. I'm gonna come up with some other ones in the future.